Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart look to get back to their winning ways. These guys spent 2 seasons together at Villanova, where they had accomplished many accolades together. It's no secret that, Jalen Brunson was very excited when they became teammates again, and they have been reunited with the New York Knicks. Give major credit to Leon Rose and the crew and everybody at the helm, for the New York Knicks. These guys are doing their thing, y'all. And we got to hold everything into consideration, all of the things that they're accomplishing, because usually we try to crucify the New York Knicks, try to beat them down, but the Knicks have definitely done a great job, in terms of reshaping, this roster. Give credit to Knicks GM Scott Perry. This was a major pickup. This move to reunite the Villanova teammates is credited to Jalen Brunson. They acquired him over the summer. Obviously Brunson has been everything and some. So you got to reward that. And obviously I feel like Jalen Brunson was rewarded, and they gave up a first rounder to get his Villanova teammate. These guys spent 2 seasons together at Villanova. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart went 77-9. They won 2 Big East regular season championships and a Big East tournament championship and the 2016 NCAA National Championship. Do you see all of these things that they accomplished, together, back in college, So what do you think is going to happen now with the New York Knicks on a bigger stage? Listen, these guys obviously are just so much better than they were when they were drafted. Josh Hart was the 30th pick back in 2017, right? These guys, man, he's a completely different player than he was back then, than the player that the Lakers had drafted. Jalen Brunson, he was the 33rd pick in the 2018 draft. This guy is a much better player than he was, back then. He's accomplished so much. He's just a much better player. This is the kind of player that the New York Knicks, went and moved heaven on earth to acquire. And a lot of people tried to clown them for this move, but it's clearly bearing fruit, and give major credit, to everything that the Knicks are doing. So how do the Knicks, figure this out in terms of, getting this to work on the floor? Is easy. Is Josh Hart a superstar player? Absolutely not. I'm not sitting here trying to advocate for that. But is he the perfect glue guy? Like, every team could use a player like Josh Hart. And that's why the New York Knicks is about to benefit tenfold. Right now, the New York Knicks are sitting number 7th in the Eastern Conference with a record of 30-27. Things gotta start to pick up, obviously, for them, because right now they could be in the play-in scenario, and even though they will have home court advantage in the situation, I mean, seriously, do you really want a Bradley Beal pulling up to Madison Square Garden for a play-in? Do you want to deal with DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine in New York City at Madison Square Garden for a play-in situation? Basically, a wild card playoff game. I mean, that's going to be very crucial, and it's going to be tough. I like the Knicks on the road in a situation like that. These guys coming into town, who knows how it could transpire. It's troubling. But Josh Hart is the kind of guy who could defend guys like who I just stated, slow these guys down. To me personally, I think Josh Hart his defense, he's still a young player. I think that he could be a lockdown defender. He's already exhibited that, that he can be a lockdown defender. This guy is still a young player. Josh Hart is very young, ladies and gentlemen. The kid is 27 years old. He's 6'4". He got a 6'9" wingspan. I can't believe that he's a New York Knick, man. The Knicks needed a player like this. And he's played with LeBron. He's played with Lonzo. He's played with B.I. He's played with Zion. This guy just knows how to win, and the New York Knicks need guys that know how to win, people that come from a winning pedigree, and as you clearly can see, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, come from a winning pedigree. And it was just only 2 seasons that they played together at Villanova, so we got to give credit. How does this translate, to New York City? It's going to translate very well, and under Tibbs, and they got a nice collection of pieces right now. Not only do you have not like the two guards that I'm discussing, but you have Julius Randle. I'm pretty sure, that thing's gonna get percolating with Randle, and then the list goes on from there. You got a collection of young guys that Josh Hart is gonna be able to infuse, things into them, and he's going to be a Knick favorite. A lot of people, I'm telling you, the fans is going to love Josh Hart because he's a worker. He's a scrapper. He's everything that embodies what it means to be a New York Knick. These are the kind of players that we need. And I'm happy that the Knicks found the guy, that was needed. We needed Josh Hart. He's not a superstar, but he's going to play a pivotal role as a New York Knick. I can see it now, the hustle. He's going to be everything that a Tom Thibodeau could ask for. He's going to put pressure on a lot of people. And then now you got KD leaving. You got Kyrie leaving the Eastern Conference, headed out west. So things are opening up a little bit, and Josh Hart, he's going to be able to deal with some of these guys like, the Tatums, the Browns, he's going to try to do the best he can. Obviously, you ain't going to be able to stop him, but he's going to be a kind of guy who could guard like 1 through 4, and you need that. And the Knicks, it's going to pay dividends, like him on the floor. And then you talking about a Mitchell Robinson. This thing, we can get back to the winning ways as a New York Knick, because who knows? The superstars are coming. The Knicks were on the verge of pulling off the trigger, to go get, Zach LaVine. I hope something like that could get revisited in the summer, or maybe for another superstar. You got a lot of situations going on right now that, the Knicks could capitalize and jump on top of it. But it is what it is at the end of the day. It's crazy. The Knicks, they about to ball out this season. There's no other way to put it. I think they're going to have a strong close. I hope that they can catch Miami. Brooklyn is going to slip, because right now Brooklyn is the 5th seed. I'm pretty sure Brooklyn going to want to try to hold on and stick around in the playoffs. That'd be good for Brooklyn if they could try to still stay around and hang out and be a playoff team. You got Bridges coming back. They're 5th right now in the Eastern Conference. Let's see what happens. I think they are going to slip a little bit, though, and that's how the Knicks could capitalize. But it's a long season. It's Flight Sports TV. The Villanova teammates have been reunited. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more details and updates and more. We out.